everyone, and welcome to another week of crocheting a fall outfit for your American Girl, Our Generation, or any soft-bodied 18-inch doll. And this week we are going to be making an ear flap hat. What you're going to need is your size I crochet hook, or the size you needed to obtain the gauge, a tapestry needle to weave in the ends, and two colors. I'm choosing mauve for the ties, and I'm going to make the actual cap and using white. And like I said, you can use any color you want. You can follow the pattern, or you could just do your own thing. It doesn't matter. And that is it, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take our main color, which in my case I'm using white, and we're going to make a slip knot. And then we are going to work 2 chains. And then for our first round, which is going to be our right side of our hat, we are going to work 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So you should end up with like this little circle. And then you're going to want to join your yarn in the first single crochet that you made. There, and that completes our first round. On our second, we're going to turn our work, and then on the second round we are going to chain 1. And we are going to work 2 single crochets in each single crochet around, so we'll have a total of 12 single crochets in round 2. After you've completed the 12 single crochets, you're going to join again in the first single crochet you made in the round. And that will be our second round completed. So we'll turn our work. For round 3 we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the next single crochet, and then we're going to complete 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and we are going to repeat this pattern 6 times. So you single crochet in the next stitch, complete 2 single crochets in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, complete 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And then when we have finished this round, we should have a total of 18 single crochets, and we will join again in the first single crochet in the round made. Once you have completed the 18 single crochets and joined on top, you're going to want to turn your work, chain 1, and we'll be starting round 4. And in this round you want to single crochet in the next 2 single crochets, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And again, single crochet once in each of the next 2 single crochets. And then complete 2 single crochet stitches in the next stitch. And this is going to be the pattern you're going to complete around. So you will have repeated that pattern 6 times, so it'll be 4 more times now. And then we'll slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, and we'll end up with 24 single crochets in round 4. In round 5, we are going to want to turn our work, chain 1, and this time the pattern is going to be single crochet in the next 3 single crochets and 2 single crochet in the next single crochet. So single crochet once in the next 3 stitches, and then we'll complete 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And we are going to repeat this pattern around 5 more times, so a total of 6 times. Slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round to join, and we'll end up with 30 single crochets in this round. Round 6 is our last increasing round. And what we're going to do is turn our work, chain 1, and this time the pattern will be to single crochet in the next 4 stitches and complete 2 single crochets in the next stitch 6 times. So we'll single crochet in each stitch 4 times, or in each of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll complete 2 single crochets in this next, or the 5th stitch. And we'll complete this pattern 5 more times, slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, and we should have a total of 36 single crochet stitches in this round. Once you finish round 6, you're going to turn your work, chain 1, and you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around, and slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, making sure to turn after you finish each round, and at the end of round 14 you're going to fasten off. So 7 through 14 is all going to have 36 single crochets in each of those rounds. And so we're not increasing, we're actually making the curved portion, so we're making it like a hat. And I'm going to come back in the video when I have fastened off and weaved in all my ends, and then we can start working on the right and left ear flaps. After you finished your 14 rows and have fastened off, woven in the ends, your hat should look like this. And what we're going to do is, this is the seam that we made to join the rounds, and we want this in the back. That's why we fastened off. So you're going to want to count over for the right ear flap is what we're doing, and we're doing row 1. And you join your yarn on the 6th single crochet of round 14. So you just count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you insert your hook on the 6th stitch, and then you're just going to join your yarn with a slip stitch. And now we're ready to start round 1 of the right ear flap. So you chain 1, and this is going to be the right side facing you again, and you're going to single crochet in the same single crochet as join, just like that. And then you're going to want to single crochet in the next 7 single crochets. So you're going to want to have a total of 8 single crochets for the first round. You're going to turn your work, and we're going to start row 2. So we chain 1, And then we're going to single crochet 2 together. And then we want to single crochet in the next 6 single crochets. And that will give us a total of 7 single crochet stitches for row 2. Turn our work. We're going to start row 3. We chain 1, we single crochet 2 together, and then we single crochet in the next 5 single crochets. That will give us a total of 6 single crochets for row 3. Turn our work. Row 4, we'll chain 1, single crochet 2 together, and single crochet in the next 4 stitches. That will give us a total of 5 single crochets for row 4. Turn, row 5, we chain 1, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, that gives us 4 single crochets for row 5. Turn, chain 1, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next 2 stitches. That gives us 3 single crochets for row 6. Row 7, chain 1, single crochet 2 together, and we are going to single crochet in the last stitch to give us 2 single crochets in row 7. Row 8, we chain 1. This is our last row of the right ear flap, and all we do is single crochet 2 together. So we have 1 stitch, and then we fasten off. And that is our completed right ear flap. For the left ear flap, we're going to follow that same pattern, so you can rewind the video and start over again. But this time, let me create my slip knot here. We are going to join our yarn. It says, we're going to skip the next 10 single crochets. So we'll count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Insert our hook into the 11th single crochet from the ear flap we just created, or the end of row 1 from the right ear flap, and then we just join our yarn just like we did for the right ear flap, and then that's where you're going to start row 1 for the right ear flap, and you're going to finish on row 8. You're going to want to fasten off, and then we'll weave in the ends, and then we'll be ready to do the border. So I'll come back when I have the left ear flap done. Once you have finished weaving in the ends and you had completed your left ear flap, we are ready to do the border. We are still going to use the eye crochet hook, and I changed to mauve. You can do this in the color we were working with earlier. You can change colors. It doesn't make any difference at all. And we are going to join our yarn in the first single crochet of round 14 of the hat, which is this one right there. Join with a slip stitch, and the border is worked in one continuous round. So what you're going to do is chain 1, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, And then we are going to work 1 single crochet in the side of each row, and this would be rows 1 through 8 of the right ear flap. So you should have 8 single crochets when we reach the end of the ear flap. Okay, that was my 8th one. Then we are going to chain 15. Once we've chained 15, we'll slip stitch in the second chain from hook, and we will continue to slip stitch in the next 13 chains. When you've finished all your slip stitches, we are going to single crochet in rows 8 through 1 of the right ear flap. And then we'll single crochet along the edge of the hat, and it should be 10 single crochets. And then we'll single crochet on rows 1 through 8 of the left ear flap. We'll complete another 15 chain stitches. When you completed the chain stitches, you'll want to slip stitch in the second chain from hook and slip stitch in the next 13 chains. When you have completed the slip stitches, we are going to single crochet in the ends of rows 8 through 1 for the left ear flap. And then we'll single crochet in the last 5 stitches. We'll join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet of the border. And then we'll fasten off. And that completes our hat border. We should have a total of 52 single crochet stitches. All we have to do is weave in our ends, and you have a completed ear flap hat for your doll. So we've actually completed the outfit this week for our doll, and now next week we get to do the fun part of the project, or at least I think it's the funniest part of the project. We get to make the dog and the leash and the collar. So stay tuned so that way you can have the nice dog for your doll to walk this fall. Thanks for watching! Bye!